Once upon a time in a small village, there lived a beautiful young woman named Emily. At 20 years old, she had blue eyes and golden hair. Though her family was poor, they were happy sharing a small house and a deep love for one another. Emily adored books and often dreamed of a brighter future. One day, she ventured to the village market, where she met a young man named John. Tall and handsome, with dark hair and a kind smile, John came from a wealthy family whose home and land far exceeded Emily's humble abode. Despite their different backgrounds, Emily and John quickly became friends. They laughed together, strolled through the fields, and sat by the riverbank, sharing their hopes and dreams. Their bond grew stronger each day. Finally, one afternoon, John looked into Emily's eyes and said, "Emily, I love you. Will you marry me?" Overjoyed, Emily replied, "Yes, John, I love you too." They embraced, imagining the life they would build together. But trouble loomed. John's parents disapproved of Emily, deeming her unworthy of their son's status. "You cannot marry her," his mother insisted. "Find someone of your own kind." His father agreed. Without a wealthy bride, they would withdraw their support. John was heartbroken. "Money isn't important," he told them. "Emily is kind and good," yet his parents would not relent. They warned that if he married Emily, they would disown him. Emily, learning of this conflict, became tearful. She loved John dearly, but refused to be the cause of his family's anger. "Perhaps we shouldn't marry," she whispered. "I don't want to make your life harder." John, torn between duty and love, replied, "I cannot live without you." "Emily, I'll find a way." Days passed as John pleaded with his parents, but their hearts remained closed. Emily's own family urged her to let John go, fearing for his future. Night after night, Emily wept, not knowing which path to choose. At last, Emily spoke to John face to face. "I love you too much to hold you back," she said. "Let me go." John, crushed, nodded. "I understand," he whispered. They held one another and promised to remain friends forever. Life moved on. Emily worked in the village, helping her family and neighbors, her kindness cherished by all. John assisted with his family's business, yet neither forgot the other. Years later, tragedy struck Emily's household when her father fell gravely ill. Devastated, Emily cared for him around the clock. When John heard the news, he rushed to her side bearing medicine and provisions. Day after day, he tended to Emily's family until her father recovered. Grateful and moved by John's generosity, Emily realized once more how great his heart was. They spent long hours together, rekindling old dreams. Yet John's parents still refused their union. Determined to succeed on his own, John moved to the city for work. He wrote to Emily frequently, sharing his progress. Emily replied with tales of village life. Though apart, their love endured. Time passed, and John prospered. He saved enough to support himself and Emily. Finally, he returned to the village. Knocking at her door, he greeted her with a gentle smile. "Emily, I still love you," he said. "I can provide for us, no one's approval required." Touched by his resolve, Emily agreed. Their families and friends celebrated a modest wedding, though John's parents remained absent. Undeterred, the couple moved to the city and built a life together. Through hardships and joys, Emily and John supported one another. They raised children, teaching them kindness and perseverance. In their old age, they looked back with pride, knowing their love had conquered every obstacle. True love, they discovered, never dies. It enriches every life it touches. And so, Emily and John lived happily ever after, forever grateful for the journey they shared. Closing frame, music swells, then fades. If you enjoyed this story, please like, subscribe, and share, and I'll see you in the next video.